Wamen Recording.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the newest Wamen Recording. We have a special guest today. We have Skull, or I always say Scully, from X Files. Hello, Scully. How are you doing?
Hello, it's great to be here.
Hello.
And we have even our other co-hosts as well, like Aussie, Empress,
Hello.
and Purple Paw Prince.
Hello.
There we go.
Empress is
by
too
the way.
shy to talk today. Empress is too shy to talk today.
Apparently.
So, to begin
Oh.
with the whole episode, it was very interesting yesterday. Basically, it was Twitter Space, and before we're going to say something what's going on there, 8030 hit 2K followers. So congratulations,
Hey.
8030.
That man deserves it.
Congrats.
Honestly.
Yes. So, Scully, the first question I'm gonna give it to you.
All right.
Since it was the Twitter space, basically, who is Lunar Parks? I always said Lunar Sparks, with an S. But when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, it's Parks. Oh God, it's Tigan Parks, the next generation, but with the lunar instead.
Lunar Parks is a man who is a troll, I guess, or half-assed one, and his whole goal is to be a musician. That's what his goal was when he was in the Keemstar show, and then the Savo show. I should say, sorry, the Discord, and that's really who he is. Just a troll trying to make a
Yeah.
name for himself.
Yeah, there was more than that. He had a special, what could I say, a nickname he always said all the time.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
What was it? What was it now again?
it was the Agent of Chaos, apparently.
Yeah,
The
yeah, he was
Chaos.
1,000 years old and everything. It was, I'm not kidding. It was like,
Hi, AP. How you doing today?
oh my God, it was so
it just-
weird.
The idea of the calling himself the Agent of Chaos. I'm sorry, we were me and Empress were talking about his profile picture earlier, trying to figure out what the hell it was. And to me, when I first saw it, I thought it looked like a My Little Pony profile picture. And just hearing that he called himself the Agent of Chaos makes me laugh and think of because my siblings watch My Little Pony, which is who it's for.
I think
It just
think that
reminds me of a
profile
character.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
that profile pic is custom. He had someone commission it for it. I think he said that once, but I don't know who. But
Yeah,
custom.
that's the thing. I even sat and think about it. I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this art before, but I don't know where. And I don't know if it is from either from the commentary community or the art community, because it reminds me of another incident back in the days too as well with another, artist basically. But I felt like I put that aside right now. I would like to know where it come from, but yeah, it is a pixel art basically, or SM Paint art, would I say? Yeah, as an artist myself, I can clearly see what it's made by and everything. But it's nice. Here's the thing: if the artist sees this, it's a very nice art. But
Yeah,
here's the
and
thing,
I'm sorry I
artist.
said it looked like My Little Pony.
Yeah, and we're not basically shitting on you. We're shitting on the person, the one who commissioned you or got the free art from. Anyway, so start off the whole fucking Twitter shit. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say Twitter shit right now. I'm sorry if you're gonna crop me or anything,
Well-
but it was a circus yesterday. It was hard to even follow the whole thing because he went back and forward. The thing was.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
Yeah,
before
I
we
guess-
get into the Twitter stuff, because I have no idea how this all started, what the fuck happened in the one server, the other server. Can we go back to the beginning of how the hell did this all start?
All right, so yeah, I'll start from the beginning, and this is for everyone. So basically, I think it was around the Halloween time or so, Luna Parks joined the server, and he was just the Keemstar Show server, I should say. He was known as a bit of a troll there, just saying stupid shit and just starting stuff. He then teamed up with a dude named Dark, who was also trolling. Keep in mind, Dark and Lunar became, I don't want to say friends, but they became, partners. Dark invited him to his server, and from there, they just, went to the servers, messed around, like he said. It wasn't until one day where Dark just made some, he messed with Lunar for a bit, just one time, and this was enough to set Lunar off. And you'll see that frequent behavior of getting set off very easily, he went and DM'd his girlfriend, which I guess Dark and this girl have a bit of a rocky history. I'm not sure, but Lunar decided to DM her and started, messing with her and trying to make Dark jealous. I even have the DMs here, and I'll probably send them to you guys. But I posted them on my Twitter. That you guys can read the DMs for themselves. But Dark finds out about this, bans him from his server, and this is the part where it kind of gets a little rocky. From what I was told at the time and from what I saw, Luna Park was banned from the Keemstar Discord for those DMs. However, later on in that Twitter space, Geo, Keem's, what is it, news team leader,
Head mod.
yeah, head mod. She then shows the DMs that she had with Lunar, and it turns out Lunar was banned for, I guess, a racist comment that he made. Whether or not he made it is up for debate, but that's apparently the reason he was banned for. It's up to you or anyone if you want to believe which one. But point is, he was banned from the Keemstar Show Discord. He then later hopped onto the Salvo one and did, his own little thing of trolling again. And this is the part where I step in. I got involved where I poked fun at Lunar, saying, "Oh, you like him young," that type of thing. This was enough to set him off. He then started tagging the mods, calling me a racist, saying that I said the N-word and a bunch of homophobic slurs, and I was like, "What, dude? I make one joke and you get mad over it? Like, what?" So he then starts saying that I have proof, I have evidence. It gets to the point where the mods DM both of us. The mods DM me, and I said, "Look, this is what I said, and here's all the proof." I ask him if he has any proof of me saying I'm a racist. I then post those same screenshots of the DMs onto the Discord, and everyone sees it like, "Oh shit! So you're right. So Skelly's actually telling the truth here. He's not lying." And everyone's asking him, "Where's the proof of me, Skelly, saying the racist remarks?" There is none. Nothing. No screenshots. No video. No nothing. He then banned off of the server. I go on about my day until I think the very next day, and he's DMing Dark, and then I get added to a group chat, and a VC is started where Lunar is demanding an apology from both me and Dark, and that we're spreading false lies, and that those screenshots are a lie. And other people from Chris's server, I think OG Brownman, Beaverman, what's the other guy? Alan Park. Someone claims that there's recording. I think it was Alan Park. Turns out he wasn't. But they're there. They testify in that Twitter space that yes, Lunar was demanding an apology, and he was kind of dancing around and making up excuses. And as we heard in the Twitter space, his defense was, "I'm an agent of chaos. I'm 100 years old. I don't do any of that. I'm not into minors." All this other stuff. Pretty much that's how it went to the VC. And I tell him to go fuck himself, that I'm not giving him an apology, and he can sue me because he's going to lose. And
Yeah,
a week later, I move it to Twitter. I call him out, poke fun at him, blocks me, then cries into the server that we're both in. He also replied to me on Twitter. He blocks me, deletes all those replies he made against me, blocks me on Discord as well, leaves the server, and that's the end of that. Until Saturday. Saturday, I come across him acting dumb in Augie's chat. He's going off on Augie, saying that he shouldn't be saying the R word. I think everyone can guess what it is.
Yep.
And he then started moral standing on anyone that said the R word. And I was like, "Oh, so you're back. I thought I made you retire, but I got to call you out here." So I posted those shots once again. And here we are now, I guess.
yeah, I gotta keep you there because it gets a little more interesting. It was as well when I contact you, I basically noticed he said your name, and basically we're trying to be like, but he's autistic. I feel sorry for him. He doesn't understand the words and everything. I was like, wait a minute. I have autism and ADHD, but I understand what you are trying to do. Basically, I'm gonna say it very clearly here. I'm sorry, but you're acting like a Kevin right now, which is the definition of Karen. And those kind of people, I basically, when they don't understand what a form or anything like that, and they're trying to wake it up as in that. But then again, we have trolls like that too. But I noticed so very well that was a fucking troll when he started to be like this and try to get you out. So here when it comes to as well, because of all of this, 80/30 was like, no, I'm gonna have a Twitter space with this, and brought everyone in, and it was clusterfuck, would I say. Now we started about
Oh
the
yeah.
Twitter space. I don't know. Okay, to begin with the whole thing, to follow it, everything, present themselves, and they went so far into who they are and everything, and where they came from, but it was getting a little mixed up and everything. But I put out a segment of 9 minutes where it started to talk about he demand and told 80 stop retweeting all the time, it's not looking for your page and everything. And then he jumped into skin colors. And I was like, oh no, this is getting so weird.
What really annoyed me about this guy, right, was that he was saying that he can say the R word because he's dyslexic, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic, okay? I think I think some of us in this other VC are also dyslexic. I'm sorry, but
That would be true.
Mhm.
like it doesn't really give you the R word pass. Like just because your brain is wired a little differently and you had a little difficulty learning how to write or spell, or anything along those lines, like I don't think it really gives you that pass. um, it just means you had to learn a different way how to spell and read and
Like,
write.
I generally don't use that word at all, just because I don't really like using it. I've been called it
Mm.
as like an insult and stuff. So, and like it's just not a word that I don't like to hear. But again, like
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it gives him the pass
I
though.
am also dyslexic. I have ADHD, and I definitely don't have a pass.
I mean, I don't take it
No,
very
I don't think it
seriously.
gives you a pass.
I don't take it very seriously with this either, because I'm raised by basically, what would I say, the ghetto in the forest, would I say, basically where I'm from. But then again,
The post.
but looking at the word
I mean,
really, it's medical. It's a long time ago when they couldn't present what kind of disorder you had. If you look into the history, basically. So don't blame me on this,
Mm.
but look it up in history. The doctors have put this retard basically. I'm sorry. That's all I can say in history books. But there is another point there too. I did say to Luna Park, it's basically that, well, I want Ricky Berwick's shirt where it says retard station, from PlayStation, but retard station. It's a merch.
Mm.
I'm thinking to
Mm.
even buy that. I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I can support a little bit, because at least he's joking about his handicap and so too, or disorder, doesn't matter. But the thing is, when the guy was trying so hard, like, I don't know, it got me sick a little bit, because it felt so like grooming, the tactics they're using. And this is where it gets so interesting.
yeah, it's a
Yeah, we found out later on after the Twitter space too as well. He's basically even said it in Twitch space he likes anime girls and 30 plus MILF. Is like, yeah, now I stay away from
yeah.
this. This is getting so creepy. Speaking of that, I would like to ask you about that too, Scully. Is it really true you have seen it yourself that he have been going around asking people on the Twitter and so too? You know.
Not so much in the Twitter spaces, but mainly in like Twitter replies.
Mhm.
I know the top three, and I think one of them was shown. Was one of them was Brantley, the other one was Pokimane, the other one was I think McJarnuggets' old what is it, his old cameraman,
Yeah,
Emily Saxton, something
I'm
like
gonna
that.
put it in
Yeah,
general.
it's
And the thing is, this is where I saw it. I was like, "What the?" But first of all, I had my glasses were dirty, so I first I thought it was the Oreo. Sorry, Nick. I'm very sorry about this, but I was like, "Oh no."
also, if you guys know Olivia Wang,
Oh yeah,
was the
Olenia.
girl involved with Ball Black
Mm.
Edwin. Yeah, I told her about Lunar Parks, and when we were talking about it, Lunar Parks left a comment calling her mommy, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm blocking him." I was like, "That's fair."
Oh boy.
Oh
Oh boy. Oh boy.
no, this
Yeah.
guy's definitely a character. I've I've been thinking about it, and like it just. Like it really, I don't know. I'm going to go back to the dyslexia thing because me as someone who grew up with dyslexia and struggled with reading and writing, like it just frustrates me so much. Um, like, ugh. And also I was listening. There was a part that I was thinking about. That he's like, oh, it's in my bio that I have dyslexia. I can put in my bio that I am an amputee with one leg and one arm, and like that doesn't mean I'm an amputee with one leg and one arm. Like it just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. But it's also true that most dyslexia, there is not really any form of documentation. I know I went to see a psychologist for it and stuff like that, so I do have like an official diagnosis, but I wouldn't be able to tell you where I would be able to find the documents now that I have it there that yes, I am a formally diagnosed dyslexic person.
Well, I can
Like-
basically get mine because I've been, they took it very, very early on me, and they don't do it any longer here in Sweden. They at least take it around age 7, but there are some conversations they can take it at least a 5 or so. I was diagnosed by autism since I was 3 years old, and that is very too early. So, but I understand your frustration that even I can say it, what he was trying to do is very weird. And I don't know, this character, it just felt like, I don't know where he wants to do it, and so too, because here comes another question. So, because we have heard what you told us, Scully, about this, he even mentioned a lot of he was going to sue you as well.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not gonna happen.
Exactly. And here why I say too as well. I even have put it in the thumbnail. He even begged. I'm not kidding here, guys. He even begged for $20 gift cards as an apology.
What?
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
He asked for $20 gift card as an apology.
He wanted me to give him like a $20 an Amazon gift card. I was like, yeah, you can kiss my ass is what you can get. So he's not getting anything out of me.
Dude, no, that's not what an apology is. I want you to, Luna Parks, if you ever watch this, okay, apology is words. Apology isn't like a transaction.
It goes back to the VC where he said, I just want you to say sorry. Like, I don't care if you mean it. I just want you to say sorry, and that's it. Like, he doesn't care as long as he just gets what he wants. And that's just how he is.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but Luna Parks, you are a self-entitled prick. I don't swear very often, and when I do, I'm pretty mad. But you are a self-entitled prick, and I no. I'm sorry, but this is a big, massive no. Like I'm just like I'm frustrated that you use a disorder of some kind, like dyslexia, as your excuse for you to be able to say the R slur. As someone who has been diagnosed and doesn't need to put in my bio that I am a diagnosed dyslexic, I do not give you the pass. Because you don't deserve it. It doesn't need a pass. You're not mad. You're not a child, and if you can be on Twitter, you're obviously not that much of a dyslexic where you need to use that as a pass. Because Twitter is purely a writing-based platform. Oh my goodness, I am mad.
I'm gonna be very nice here, even if I'm a Sweden. So I'm gonna say it more likely as an Aussie do, an Australian person. Sorry about that. So excuse me, editor. Edigal, please censor this as well. Luna Spark is a. There we have it.
He is. He is. Oh my goodness, I am too polite to say that word, even though I'm an Australian. But oh my goodness, he is. Thank you, Chanu.
You're welcome.
You said it for me, so I don't have to. So if my dad listens to this,
I'm sorry.
Hi, Dad.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but I do it for your daughter.
It's like why I jumped in, where I had to expose because it's just the hypocrisy. He's claiming to be, a troll, yet he's moral standing on this word. That, mind you, it later came out that he has said this word himself multiple times, and plus, just generally,
he apparently
the word
has the past though.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, considering how he acts, yeah, I could see why. But no, like the word retard, like my whole stance on it is just like as a kid, like I heard this word so many times thrown at me when I was, 5 or 6. I've heard it so many times, been called that so many times that for me personally, it's lose its meaning. I don't mind saying it if if I'm around people that, are, I guess, that fit that word, like you said, autistic or
Yeah.
any other disorder. I refrain from saying it out of respect, but when I'm with someone who is, being an actual dipshit, like Luna Parks, of course I'm gonna call him that. It's the problem with Luna Parks that I had with him. It's just the hypocrisy. It's what annoyed me.
Mm.
And also, yeah, I didn't listen to the beginning first part of Luna Park, so I don't know what of that Twitter space. So I don't know what he said before I jumped in. So yeah.
What I
No.
did listen to it a little bit, but apparently he talked with 8030. It was basically like trying to lure him in, and what I would say it very carefully now. Basically, we're trying to tell 8030, listen to me, trying to hook his on the arm and so. I'm sorry, 8030, if you listen to this, I feel sorry for you. You just get groomed by a very weird person, and I know you're an adult, but to me, you're still a little, you're a little boy for me. Just so you know. You're not 18 just yet, but still, that's grooming for fuck's sake. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
he's 18 now.
No, I told 8030 if he'd be down to do Twitter Space with Luna Parks, and he said, yeah, sure. Because, like, I was like, you know what? I want to give this guy a chance, to at least try and defend himself, and also to shit on him. But to see, maybe, why not? And well, we know how that went, and I'm surprised by the results, honestly.
Yeah.
So I have a weird question here. Well, it's not really weird, but
Go
so
ahead.
he's a troll, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't doing this podcast and stuff only feed the troll even more and make him I guess spurg out even more? I don't even know what to call this. It's like this is ridiculous. He's a ridiculous character. But
the thing is, like,
do you think this is a good idea?
the thing is,
To like the troll even more?
there's not he has no way of profiting from this. That's the thing, is like he only has Twitter. He doesn't have a YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, or TikTok.
But he's getting off
Even
with the
SoundCloud.
attention that we're giving him.
Wait there. I would say you stop there because apparently, and I'm saying this Slug, we all know Slug. I'm sorry, Slug. But he did find his YouTube and where he's trying to do his ski mod parody, apparently. So yeah, but I even had to joke with Slug because I don't like the guy. I dislike him. I don't hate. And that's the thing we're always saying. Hate is a very big word. So dislike.
Strong word.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So dislike is one thing. And I have nothing against him or anything, but I'm so tired of him when he talks in Twitter spaces. But now I start to feel like I need him back right now because he even bored Slug. And that is something.
Yeah, wow.
That is like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
I also have to say to Empress's point, like about feeding, any Twitter spurg or anything like that. But the problem is, any YouTube video that you make on anyone, you're feeding them either way. You're feeding them the attention that they might want, or if they don't want it. Like you don't really you either way. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what you do. If you decide to make a YouTube video on them or not. Like if you do, it's basically all of YouTube commentary then would be under one roof where it says, you're feeding this spurg attention or you are giving this person attention that they do not deserve or do deserve. Or they want to or not. Like it,
exactly.
If anything, we're bringing like awareness, like, for anyone to watch out for this guy to jump into their Discord or Twitter DMs. So that's how I see it.
The only thing I can tell you about, or at least say to this, if you Luna Spark, if you do listen to this sort of thing, I'm sorry, but you have to go out and touch some grass. I'm saying that, and maybe get yourself a job as well outside. Because here's the thing: entertainment on YouTube is very hard, believe it or not. Even if there were schools and everything, but this is basically what we are doing. We're doing as a hobby. This is not like, oh, we are so because some of us are having a job, some of us does not have a job. So if you're gonna go out in the world, I'm not saying, oh, you're 1,000 years old. I don't believe that shit. Sorry to say it, my little pony boy, but I'm gonna say it very strictly as an old adult. Go out, get a job, do a CV, personal. I don't care if you work in a supermarket. I give you credit if you do that because I've been working there too. But do something in your life. You can still do your hobby and musician and so too, or art basically. You can still have dreams, but still, what you're doing is something weird. And please do not DM me. I'm old. I'm not a fucking MILF, but you scare me away. I'm sorry. Fuck away from me.
Okay, everyone, whoever watches this, I refuse you to call Luna Parks anymore, and he's now My Little Pony Boy. So if you do see him, call him My Little Pony Boy, because that's how I mistook him for from a brony, and I unfortunately know the title. I'm really sad that I know the name for it. So if you see him, call him My Little Pony Boy or brony, and I will like every tweet that I see that call him a brony because it'll make my day, and I will just smile. It'll give me a smile on my beautiful face, and I'm sure it'll give my co-hosts a smile on their beautiful faces, and even Skelly on his very handsome face that I'm sure he has. And we'll all be happier that we all know that he's a brony, and I think it'll make it everyone's day.
But wait, Scully, we have an interesting question here as well. Where can we find you, and what is your dreams in later on? Or are you going to maybe make a podcast? You never know. You know, this is the year of the podcast, you see?
Oh fuck, that's a good question. So you guys can find me at E_Skeleto QZ. It's on my channel. It's linked on my Twitter. And the thing is, like, I want to do YouTube as a job. Ever since I was like, young, everyone said that I can't do it. It's too much competition. And even asking some people like Doc on the radio or even tips or doing commentary on YouTube as a general, it's hard. And I was like, nah, I want to do it. I'm not good at school. Yeah, I dropped out. I'm not that good at I guess labor work. I said, fuck it, I'm good at doing YouTube. It's what I like. And for this year, I want to do commentary. I already did one commentary video. The next one I'm working is on another Spurg called Joshua Putman. And oh man, that's
I
a
know
whole
who
nother
that is.
can of
I know
worms.
who that is, yeah.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
But yeah.
Can I ask you, Skelly, what got you into YouTube commentary? Like, what was your first experience to commentary, and what made you decide to do that?
I think and a lot of people can relate to this. It's really watching Leafy's here and Keemstar that got me into watching all this stuff. It wasn't until last year of October where I really interacted with people. It was at 8030 and Abby Flabby Flabby Blackbird, sorry. I couldn't help it. It's too easy. It's too easy. Abby Blackbird. Both of them introduced me to the commentary community. They both welcomed me. I tagged along with Abby for a bit until her whole Flubster scandal happened, and I jumped ship and I just started hanging out with 8030 in his server. And then through him, I met Doc on the radio, Izzy10, Tomato Man. Then later, I met other people like Tipster, then later Xylee, and then I met Keemstar himself, which I thought he jumped into that Twitter space. And yeah, I've just been doing my own thing, helping every now and then when I can. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Were you part of the Shot from the Point news team at any point? I thought I saw you maybe trying to join that.
No, I never joined any news team. There's a lot of.
Oh, okay, it must be someone else.
I've noticed there's a lot of people who call themselves Skeleton or Scully, which is I don't know. Not nice when they try to copy me, but whatever.
I know, right?
If I can give you an advice as well, and I think it is very good. Here's the thing. Just make sure you read up a little bit about your education. I know it's very, old person saying that, but what I think it could be very good for you as well. Try to go and edit. Try to learn about it because it's very easy to edit and server too these days. So I always recommend you, if you like, you can always talk with Nerd John or D-Max. They are in here as well. There are producers and editors as well. So if it happens that, if you get learning from them too as well and learn a little more and more, I will say this. If you're getting so better, you're always welcome here, would I say. To Wamen Recording.
Yeah,
and I can even talk with Matt too as well from now recording too, because here's the thing. Most people these days are looking for every help there is. And I can see you're doing very well when it comes to 80/30 and you can talk and everything and even editing. I would like to see that. I'm sorry. Basically, the thing is, I've been reading movie history and so too as well. But yeah, they need people in the beginning, in the background too as well. And I'm not trying to say, oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's,
It's always
that's
good
my
to start in
advice.
the background. Starting in the background is always a good way to sort of find even people to do a podcast with you. I mean, it took me forever. Like,
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to do commentary for ages. Mind you, I'm only just starting. I'm very new at it all. But it's always good to find those people in the background if you did decide to start a podcast or go
Yeah.
old style and do a bit like the essay podcasts, like Nicholas Diorio and those kinds of people used to do. But yeah, no, I look really forward to what you like start to create. I'm really excited. You're really good at describing like, you know, a background of a particular spurg or a drama and things like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. My friend always asks me, so how is it that you remember, people from the internet, but you can't remember what you learned in algebra? I'm like, because it's not important. I don't need that in my daily life.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yes.
I get that.
Yeah. So this is.
Oh no, because
Oh, sorry.
yeah, you're right, Henry. I know that because my dyslexia and stuff, maths and English sucked so bad. And just but I can remember like dramas from ages ago, and I'll be like, yeah, like this and this happened, and this person fought this person, and that person fought this person.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I don't know if since you are dropout and everything, I'm not going to shame on it either because I had it back in the days too as well. Where I was nearly a dropout, but I had very bad grades, so I read it up later on when I was an adult too as well. Yeah, I'm still an adult. I'm an old lady. Duh. But here comes
Old
the
ladies,
thing, and it could be a very good question for you since you are still a young person. Have you noticed
Mhm.
in these days, basically, like, is it easier now to get a job or not? Because here in Sweden, it's very different when you find a job because it's getting harder here in Sweden for a job market or so. And everyone in the USA say it's harder there. I was like, no, I have seen something different there. Apparently, it's more easier. So have you seen it yourself when you've been, maybe looking around a little? So I know it's a weird question.
No, I get what you're saying. It really comes down to like where you're applying or like what city you're in. Because sometimes there's like cities that that take in a lot of people. Like sometimes it's not really if you can do it. It's just how many other people can do the same job but better. And that's really what I noticed. I've applied at like other places and I've been rejected, not because I can't do it or I don't fit the requirements, but there's other people who can do it better. So really, it just really depends at the time it's happening. When COVID was happening, when that happened, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word.
No,
What
you're
is it?
okay.
When that was happening, oh man, it was hard for me to get a job because everyone was applying at other different places. Like it was tough, but in come 2022 last year, it was easy. Anyone can get a job. A lot of places were laying off people and they needed new people, and it was easy for me to find a job. So it really just comes down to, if you can do the job better and the time zone, really. That's the way I see it in America.
Hmm. There you have
Yeah.
something, and I can say it. You said it very perfectly. Luna Spark, listen to this guy. He knows what he's doing. And even if you said he's not, that kind of thing, I'm sorry, Luna Spark, but you're not that smart either. Sorry. I'm going to say it loud and clear. You're not that smart. Go out and find a job.
Uh,
Boomer style.
no, we don't have to call Luna Parks anymore. He's Brony now. I insist that he gets called Brony from now on. But
That's if he doesn't retire after this.
if he retires, this is a win. This is a W for Wamen Recording. That's what I just want to say.
You.
No.
Big
So
old W.
Did you guys hear about what was uncovered after the Twitter space?
No, can you please
No.
tell about that?
He so in the Keemstar Discord, there was a guy that I would mess with. His name was Alo, right? And so it was discovered that this guy Alo, who's was actually Lunar's second ult the whole time. And what's interesting is that this guy Alo, to give a little history, he's basically a guy that has a wife and a kid, and he would always say the most dumbest takes ever. Like he tried to, one of his takes was comparing the leader of the Nazis
Oh my god.
to Andrew Tate, saying that Andrew, since both of them did something good, we should give him a second chance. And I'm like, what?
Oh.
So he gave a bunch of dumb takes, and I would bully him. I would make fun of him. I made fun of his wife one time, and yeah. And later one day, it was the day before Christmas. He came in depressed, saying that he wants to off himself and all this other stuff. Later, we find out that Alo joined the server the day after Lunar was banned, and keep in mind this was found out by Gino, Kim's admin in the server. She found the Twitter of Alo and looked at all the text and compared it to Lunar, and it matches up. The timing works, and the name of the child. Can you guess what the name of the child is?
Alo.
What?
Luna. Luna.
Oh
Luna.
my god.
Oh my
Don't
goodness.
tell me he's
And
a fucking role player.
And the final nail in the coffin is that Lunar Park was trying to get a midget boxing match or ring something, proposed to Keemstar.
Oh.
Alo gave the same idea, the same analogy on his Twitter, and both of them tweeted it at Keemstar.
Oh my god.
So
No.
yeah,
No, it's not.
they banned Alo, and
Oh, nice.
yep, they banned Alo, and I told everyone in the server, see, me making fun of him and his made-up wife and child was all for nothing. And I told you guys should have banned him from the beginning. And yeah, it was uncovered.
Yeah, here's another slap
Oh
in
my
Luna Park.
goodness.
Get fucking Tinder. What the fuck is wrong with you? Motherfucking role-playing life here. I mean, I'm a role player too as well, basically playing D&D and so, but I wouldn't imagine my character. This is fucking weird. But it connects one thing in the Twitter space because he did mention he had an alt. But where's the alt? What kind of alt it was? I don't know. But he did mention it end of the Twitter space. I was like, eh? Okay, so he's trolling the
What?
same. That's why I cannot take him seriously. But now I cannot fucking take him more seriously. Motherfucker. I'm sorry.
No. Supposedly, he says that he has another alt in that server, but nobody's been able to find it for right now. But they're going to find it.
Oh, God.
People, I feel like bronies like him can't hide under the soil for very long. They need to come out. They like the
Yeah.
attention.
Mhm.
So it won't be long till they find him. I won't be surprised.
Oh, boy. Little bro.
I told him that I told him every time he fucks up or he does something stupid, I'm gonna be right there to remind him. Like, I'm gonna keep doing it, and he's gonna keep crying. I mean, look at his Twitter. He responded to everyone except me, and he still had me blocked.
Yeah, he called you
That's,
autistic. You know,
That's a lot.
you don't like autistic take. You know, I'm gonna say myself as an autistic person. Yeah, we hate that. You know, really hate that. Hmm? You know, you cannot say that word. You know, right? Basically, I'm joking. If you
I
don't
just-
notice, but yeah, basically.
I'm laughing right now. I'm laughing right now because I went to go look him up on Twitter and I started writing in bronies.
Oh God. Oh my God. But yeah,
He's mad at me that I've ruined his chances.
Yeah.
Like, at becoming big.
yeah. I don't know if you have heard it.
No.
We can tell this a little bit. We had a problem. We have an episode where we talk about another co-host who was supposed to be here. And this is where I don't understand mentality when it comes to, you know, people liking this person or something, you know, an idol. But it started to make sense with Luna Park. He's trying to get his brand out. You know, he's going to change. He's going to be another person. So, but sorry, I'm saying, but he cannot change himself. And to me, it's like, okay,
Oh
this
no.
is weird. And I
No.
mean,
I don't.
if he didn't went Kevin style, I'm sorry, he's a fucking Karen. And little brownie, My Little Pony boy. I'm sorry, but I'm going to see him as a little My Little Pony boy right now. I don't know what's going on. I really need to take a smoke after this. This is horrible. This is just mind blown. I'm scared of this guy, motherfucker. I'm scared of him.
Oh no! Don't be scared of the brony.
No,
Don't be scared
I'm
of the
scared
brony,
of him
Henry.
to get into my fucking DMs right now. He's gonna be like, "Hello, I heard about the golden fleece." I was like, "Oh hell no! Oh hell no!"
Honestly, I think he's doing this for attention because he did say that he wanted to be a musician at some point. I
Yeah,
feel like
he
he's doing this
didn't.
for
He did tell
attention, trying to get big, but at the same time, this is not really how you get big.
No, exactly.
You
No.
have
he
the
handled
talent
this
if you're going to do
terrible.
that as well. So, yeah.
I mean,
Terrible.
he could be
The
big
way he handled it.
if you do Weird Al style. That guy. Or Mike the Bike who do parodies. That could be more better for him. I'm just saying that if you listen to this, do fucking parody music. That's all. You will maybe get somewhere. But then again, everyone can be greedy as well when it comes to fame and so too. Even I have noticed that myself sometimes. So I feel like, yeah, I need to take a break from the internet. I'm going away from a bit or sit and draw or something. I hate attention sometimes. I
Yeah.
really do. I'm sorry to say I hate simps. I'm sorry. I really hate it.
Well, you can simp for me if you're cute.
Oh my
How
god.
about that?
Oh my god.
I don't mind simps because I'm a simp. So, like,
Who do you simp for? Hmm.
She did simp for me
I
for 2
simp for
weeks.
everyone. I simp for Channery. We tried to do a whole gay up about it. It didn't work.
Oh man.
She even like drew a photo of or drew something of me like kneeling down towards a shrine of Channery.
First, folks,
So
he's
Nerdy or
for
Max, if you edit-
Chari.
I simp for everyone. I simp for like Amber Lily. I simp for her massively, especially when she calls me like sugar. I'm sorry, that just makes me go.
Even Abby.
Oh, you're too adorable.
I know.
Honestly, do you also simp for Abby?
No. I love you, Abby, but I don't simp for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this.
I have very
Oh,
people I simp for.
But
well, she's got her simp shadow humor. So
She has simping standards, boys. Simping standards.
I have standards, simping standards.
yes, you guys know.
something shadow humor needs to learn.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get clips for this.
Yeah, okay, Scully. I'm gonna say it here as well. We're gonna be very careful right now when I'm saying that because we might be having Abby on here too as well. And here's the thing: I have nothing against her or anything like that. Yes, you know, I'm always neutral on people. Everyone knows that. So
Yes.
and here where it got concerning when he said it as well, Luna Park. I was like, no. So Abby, if you listen to this, for fuck's sake, stay the fuck away from this guy. For my fucking sake and your sake. I like you, girl, but still stay the fuck away from him. I'm meaning this guy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember he said he wanted to team up with him, Spaceman and Recording, which Spaceman. Man, that's another spread for another day.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Abby she's a different person, I would say. Everyone has flaws. Even I have flaws. I have always flaws in a certain way. But I never judge anyone of that too. But when I heard when he said, I was like, no. Abby is okay with herself instead. I'm saying that because Abby is a different person. I mean, she can do mistakes and so too. Even I can do mistakes and too. I mean, I can maybe sometimes I spit fire too much. I would say that I spit fire too much. But anyway,
we love you for it.
yeah. So
For as much shit I give Abby, I think she's smart enough not to interact with this dude. So
listen to that, Abby. Listen to Skull. He will say it to yourself. Don't get near Luna Park. I'm just saying that. Do not get near that. So anyway, I think it is all of it.
If you're gonna simp for anybody, simp for me.
Yeah, simp for Empress. Simp for Empress. Come on.
Yes. Everyone needs to sim for Empress. I sim for Empress. Chandler sims for Empress. Purple Paw Print sims for Empress.
Yes.
Skelly sims for Empress. Everyone needs to sim for Empress.
Skel, before we are going, is there something else you would like to tell, or something fun, or something?
All right, so I guess we'll talk a little bit. Joshua Putman. Just because I'm working right now on a video, just I'll give you guys a little bit of rundown. But Joshua Putman is a guy who doxes people, but not doxes people in the community, but the people around him. What I mean by that is that he makes fake accounts with first and last names and claims that he has haters, and when really it's this person, controlling these accounts. He has so many sock accounts. What he does is that he grabs random people from from servers, put them in a group chat and say, hey, look, I'm getting attacked. Can you guys, say that I'm not all this stuff? But the problem is that these accounts are controlled by him. And the names of the first and last names of these accounts are his family members, people like his grandmother, his uncle, brother, sister, dad even.
Oh, wow.
There's at the time of me recording this, supposedly a Google Doc was supposed to come out. Nothing on that. I asked when it's coming out. Apparently, they're waiting on someone to release all their info or their proof. But I had a run in with this guy. I managed to get him banned from the Keemstar Discord, Salvos, 8030s, Not Recording. What was the other one? I believe it was Doc on the Radio. I got him banned from those. Same with some chats. I see him in Doc's chat. Same with 30 Toms. Not recording every now and then. But for anyone who sees him, ban him. Ban him from your Discord server. Ban him from your chat. Block him at anything. It's honestly, it saves you a lot of trouble.
Thank you, brother.
But yeah, I'm making my little video breaking down how I met him, and yeah.
There is one thing.
Yeah, he's actually DM'd me several times actually with doxes.
I can say this as well. What I understood, he's not welcome anymore in our recording because he started to mess up, and I'm a helper there too. So when he started up, he even DM'd me, and I said, no, talk here. Don't talk with me, basically. Talk in the channel, what's the problem? Because I remember, Skelly, you and I basically have to talk as well when he started, and you showed the proof and everything. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Joshua, you're not welcome. Sorry. Now, I'm interested in the next thing.
Yeah, even someone like White Glove, Polis and Abby, sorry to cut you off, don't want him. So even the lowest of the low don't want him.
He's DM'd me several times through doxes and things like that. And he DM'd me at I think it was him or one of his ults or something. They DM'd me to say like, oh, this person's a pedophile and this and that, and both of the people he was reporting to me were minors. A hi dog in the background.
No, I've known Jason Putman around a few times, or when I was like a mod and admin for Tipster.
Yeah.
We would find all of his like alts and stuff, and we would like pre-ban them. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yes, anyway, thank you for coming on, Skelly. I actually have to go back to work in a minute. But thank you for coming on, and make sure you like, subscribe. We'll put Skelly's Twitter and YouTube in the description below.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for inviting me on. And everyone subscribe to Wamen Recording, and make sure that they hit more subscribers that win. Sorry, I'm terrible at speaking. Make sure they get more subscribers than Now Recording, because unlike them, they actually wanted to hear me out. So yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Speaking of that, before we're going, we do want to take this opportunity to tell here. We went over 100, 111, but then it got to a glitch, so we went back to 95. We have
96
at the
time of this recording.
Yeah, so I'm still sorry about it. So please subscribe to us.
I know.
Yeah.
By the way, soon there will be a live stream too as well. Get into that too as well.
Yes. We will put out notifications. You'll see it everywhere. It'll be all over our Twitters. And yeah.
Yes.
We'll see you there.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.